Okay, this is going to be fun. So here I am with my friend Kim. Hi, Kim.
Hello.
We both just got done serving for the morning, and we've been working really closely together for the event that's coming up. The Kim is offering the chiropractic profession the first of its nature on all things brave, being brave in practice, being brave in life, being brave as a chiropractor. And a few months ago, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. We did something very similar with Dr. Paul Reed. I reached out to him. I said, I know you have this event coming up. I want to crush it for you. I want to redo your website. I want to redo your branding. And what we did for him is beautiful. And his website is unstoppable.ceo. So when I say we, I have a team of 20 experts on my side of the computer, and I created this team because I needed them for my practice. I didn't need 20 of them. I needed like 3. And then we realized that we had something really good, and we grew it from here. And when we were working with Paul, who's like the most humble, kind person, and he's doing great things for the chiropractic profession, I really fell in love with working with industry leaders as my own passion project to say, hey, you're doing something really important for the things that I love, and we love the same things. So let us make it beautiful for you. So over the past, let me just get Kim's website up here. Over the past, I don't know, it hasn't been that long, Kim.
Like 4 weeks, maybe?
Over the past 4 weeks, we've been putting together all things Brave Practice, and her website is sick, you guys. It's probably one of the most beautiful websites that we've made so far. And it's not live yet, so don't get like all like, where's this website? It's not up yet. We're just finishing it because I am a freaking perfectionist and I want it to be perfect for Kim. So this is just like a sneak peek of what we put together. So Kim, I'd love to just share for a minute, first of all, why did you need support in this effort, and what has the experience been like so far?
Yeah, so in practice and in all of my fun coaching business, I try to do it all myself. And it could be that I'm slightly a control freak, or it could be that I'm, particular, or it could just be that I think I can handle it. Either way, I've been handling it all myself, and the event is less than 4 months away now. And the communication with the people interested and with the speakers and with the vendors is just getting to be a little more. I joined forces with another chiropractor, and he did a website type thing for me on his platform, and it was beautiful. And then I realized that mine could be a little more beautiful. And so then I realized I needed an expert, which is Jody. And I found that when I delegate, like everything in the office to my office manager, everything about this event to you, with my office manager being the communicator to you, I'm able to get more off of my platter because my plate is a platter. And then I might actually have a few minutes a day for free thought, which is a little scary,
Right.
as I throw out a Brave Practice, because then I get ideas, which then lead to more fun things in my coaching group and coaching program, which then is just more to delegate and grow and grow and grow. And so although it keeps steadily improving every year at the office, and my coaching business was steadily improving, and now with the event, it's even more fun. I would like to, they say 10x it, and I don't know if I want to do that, but I want to leap. And I realized that if I could clone myself, I could do that. And I can't clone myself, but I can delegate better. So
Right.
Especially last week, Jody, June was my biggest month in the office I've ever had in 16 years.
Oh, Kim,
and I think it
come
might
on.
be, I know, I didn't even add it up because I already know it's like astronomically different. I should add it up. It's the 11th of July, but my assistant was like, "It's pretty good." Anyway, I feel like I was able to focus better on making the world a healthier place physically inside my office because I got stuff off of my platter that is still evolving. I'm just not in charge of it anymore. And last week specifically, Monday was one of the biggest days I've ever had. And on Monday night, I interviewed a massage therapist and hired her at my office. And on Tuesday, thought I was going to have time to do a little bit of extra things and didn't. And so I got a little overwhelmed and then delegated communication with your team, Jody, to my office manager on Wednesday.
And you know what, Kim, the interesting thing is that like, I know that you want to have your hands in the mix, but it's so much easier talking to your office manager. Like we talk to all of our clients on Slack. That's our main communication tool. And she is so on it. And there's no emotion about it. She's just doing her job. And she's like, here you go, here you go, here you go. There's no decisions that need to be made. It's just get us this thing for this thing to make this thing work. And boom. So talk to us a little bit about what your concerns were going into working with, because for all intents and purposes, we're a marketing agency. What has it been like working with the Staffless Practice Marketing Agency?
You know, it's way better than I thought it would be. It's like when you become an entrepreneur, but it's not you. The problem was in my head, Jody, because it's like when you start a baby business and you jump off the cliff and you know you're going to probably fly and not sink, you know, but you have to jump. And that was the hardest part for me, to hand it to someone. And given that I know you and that I trust you and that I think you're the bomb.com, I was able to, without hesitation, pretty much give it to you and know that I can trust you with it. But the actual jumping off the cliff was the hardest part. And the fact that you and your team is so detailed and asks more questions than I want them to about things I didn't even think about reaffirms the fact that I know you know what you're doing. And it helps
that's cool to hear.
What's
right.
That?
You know, in an ideal world, when we do a new website, let me just show your website for your coaching. Kim's an amazing coach, you guys. She works with chiropractors who have the vision, because if there's anything I could say about my friend Kim is all she needs to do is have a vision and off to the races she goes. So this is the program, the page that we made for her coaching business. And when we put together a website for a practice owner or a coach, we want it integrated. We want it easy to follow. We want it to speak to the person who ideally is looking at the page. And Kim says things to us like, Jody, I don't want any white on the background. It's not me. I don't like white backgrounds. So of course we went and we made this lavender. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but this actually isn't done. Like I'll see this, you see this line here, that makes me crazy. And I have like a big no-no list on websites, right? So, and here we are with this, gorgeous website. This specific website is, so 2 websites down. And I think we have at least 1 or 2 more landing pages to go. So,
and like with this whole thing, Jody, I feel like my divine assignment from above, growing up a second generation chiropractor who wants to make bravery contagious. Like I do feel like I was given that divine assignment and I'm going to answer the calling I feel like I've been given. So with every idea that I have, every event that I have, the goal is just to help chiropractors be more brave, to tell the truth, to tell their patients the truth without scaring them away. So that's why I'm doing all of that.
And the first thing I had to say to Kim was, we can't do this and we can't do that when we go live. And we're kind of in these golden handcuffs when we're on other people's platforms. But man, oh man, if you hear Kim speak, it's all bravery. It's like people who know who you are like, oh, she's a force to be reckoned with. Tell us a little bit more about being brave in practice. How does that come up? Why is it important?
Yeah. So when I started my own practice 10 years ago, for 6 years, I was an associate and I got a paycheck. And now I own my own practice and I don't take insurance anymore. And I'm expensive because I guess it's really good and I can do that. So being brave enough to raise my prices, being brave enough to not take insurance, being brave enough to say, You don't necessarily have to do what they tell you to do. Brave enough to say, I had a baby at home. If I can do it, you can do it. Brave enough to say, you don't need that soda all the time. Whatever it is that the patient needs, whatever it is, well, really, whatever it is that the chiropractor needs, like even fresh in practice to say to someone, oh, I could check your baby also next time.
Right. That
to
takes
just have the
bravery. It does.
Yeah, everything takes bravery. And until you've done it 10 times, it still feels a little off. Like even the first time I put up my iPhone in 2011, I'm aging myself here, but I put my iPhone up in 2011 on a tissue box by my computer. And I said, hey, everybody, it's Dr. Kim. This is what I think. Thanks. Have a great day. Like that was a little scary. And now just give me a microphone on a stage and I'm fine. But in some of my programs, they're already set and you get what I have said. In some of my more intense programs, I work one-on-one with an individualized program, and that's where we figure out what exactly that you need to work on given where you're at and where you've been.
Can you nutshell, let's talk to the chiropractor who has a 10-year-old website, nothing's integrated. They're still writing their notes. They're still typing with 2 fingers. They know that their practice needs to get 2027 ready. They know that AI has something to do with it. What do you say to that doctor about working with the staffless practice team?
Yeah, like wouldn't you rather be seeing patients or at the beach instead of pushing those buttons, number one? I would. And number 2, I get new patients typically because one of my other patients told them I'm great. Therefore, you must have an awesome website for them to believe that. I also get new patients at the office or in my coaching company because they've cold checked it out. Either they've moved here or they've heard of me as a coach and they go check it out. And if you want to be expensive, if you want to be the best, your stuff has to also look the best, especially like for someone moving to town as a chiropractor with a patient. My Facebook has 5,000 personally and 4,000 as a Dr. Kim office business, which is really great. So if I know nothing coming to my town, except for I Google on Facebook or wherever who the chiropractors are, that's really, really, really good. And then I must have a website that also shows the class to be that expensive and great.
And what about these? I know that there are a lot of companies out there who are doing similar things for chiropractors and they're once removed. Maybe they care a little bit. Maybe they'll say, we'll do one thing a week for you, or maybe we'll get to it when the rest of our tickets are done. How do you compare an experience like that to working with my team?
To be quite honest, Jody, you're the first one I've ever let do anything for me except for myself, do it all by myself. And I think the reason why I was able to is because I know you and I trust you and you're trustworthy and your work speaks for itself. Like go look at Paul's website, done, sold. It's very good. And it took me 4 months out from the biggest event I've ever planned in my whole life. And for me to be humble enough to delegate and to trust you enough to do it, to even take the jump to let you. But
I really
you're doing more than I
that.
expected. So
Okay,
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Tell us about the Brave event, Kim. Let's talk about it. What's happening?
Okay, yes. The theme is brave, bold, and badass. Oh, sorry, I can't swear. Brave, bold, and kick butt. So if you are not able to see yourself as a brave person or that you want to be brave, this isn't for you. If you're not able to stand up and say things with good posture, this isn't for you. All of our speakers are brave, bold, and kick butt people. They're brave in life. They're brave as parents. They're brave as humans. They're brave as chiropractors. They're brave as doctors. They have the confidence to walk the walk and talk the talk. I know all of them except one personally, and the one I don't know knows my dear friends personally. I feel like to have an event with CE hours. We have 8 CE hours. It's on the beach, 25 speakers, 2 days, November. My 11-year-old goes 6-7. It's November 6-7 at the beach. The Westin Fort Lauderdale. There's a hotel room block. There's 24 rooms available. And I think we can expand the block after that. But if you need a hotel room, book it soon. It's going to be spectacular. My team and I are supposedly getting in Wednesday. You never know with airplanes, maybe Thursday morning, but probably Wednesday. And we're leaving Sunday. We're going to plan a little bit more extra things as time goes on. But for now, it's just Friday and Saturday. The CE speakers that are speaking for continuing ed have a straight agenda The ones that aren't continuing ed, which is most of them, have about a half-hour spot, okay? And my goal with them is to tell you how they are brave in life and how they are brave at work. And there's no
And what
event
if
that
people
quite
want
does
to?
that.
What if people want to bring their coaching business to the experience or get a table at the experience? Is there still room?
Yes, we have vendor tables available. The button's at the bottom of the website, I believe. We only have one beach break sponsor left, and that's a big deal. Our Saturday beach break sponsor, that's a tongue twister a little, is Raymond Nichols. He's spectacular. So he's the Saturday beach break sponsor. Otherwise, if you want a vendor table for the event, that link's on there too. We don't have any more speaker options available except for that beach break. Lunch Friday, sponsored by Rosemary Bachansky, I think it's how you say
She's
that,
awesome.
and Jen Bondi. I love them. The Cairo
Awesome.
Freedom Formula. And then Saturday, the lunch host is Life West, Peter Kevorkian, who's also doing our CE hours.
Amazing.
And then Friday night, there will be a dinner break with an after hours Q&A, casual panel, and a book signing. So for all of your books, Jody, and all of my books, we bring them and we have a book signing. Who knows how late that will go? I don't care. And then Saturday after the event, we have a dinner break and the speakers are going to go have a dinner. And then we're going to meet back for after hours. We have yet to determine what that looks like, but it's a full on Friday,
guys,
like 8 a.m.
You can totally sit on the couch, right? You can sit on the couch. You can be miserable in practice. You could be content in practice and just call content good enough. Or you could come hang out with some chiropractors who are changing the world. The people who she just mentioned are changing the world. I have chills thinking about it, and I cannot wait to join you guys in Fort Lauderdale. So November 6th, 7th, if you guys need a new website, if you need one-click solutions for your practice, please reach out to me, stafflesspractice.com. Kim, it's always awesome to spend time with you, especially on a Saturday after adjusting a lot of people. So much fun.
Yeah.
I love you from here. And if you're listening, go make the world better with great care. Check out Dr. Kim online. Her website should be up and the brand new one up and running by the end of the week. But for right now, they go to
thebravepractice.com. And
thebravepractice.com.
if you're a chiropractor, and if you're a chiropractor who is doing one thing at home for yourself and your family, and then you go to the office and you're incongruent and you don't stand up or speak or say anything in congruence with how you take care of your own child, you should be. So you come to my event to learn how to tell patients the truth without scaring them away.
I love that. Thanks, you guys. Kim, hang tight, and we'll talk to everybody soon.
Cool. Bye, guys.